Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be going over some beginner tips to make life easier in No Man's Sky. Firstly, let's talk about movement. Contrary to most games, you tap R3 to sprint. It's usually L3 in most games. However, sprint in this game is painfully slow, to be honest. So how do you move faster? It's fairly simple. Start off by sprinting and tap the melee button. This will do a dash of sorts. Now, whilst this helps with movement, we can go one step further. Start off with a sprint and then hold the melee and jetpack button for about half a second. This will take the upward motion of the jetpack and convert it into horizontal motion. This, paired with the melee dash, will propel you forward much faster than the usual sprint or dash could. You can chain this combo together by hitting the sprint button as soon as your feet touch the ground. As long as the running man icon is displayed in the bottom right, you can do the jetpack dash, regardless of what stage of the sprint animation you're in. You can also start this off and gain a little bit extra height and then intermittently tap the jetpack button to carry on gliding at the same speed you took off at, which is my preferred method of travel. Let's talk about mining. The bolt caster is an early game upgrade for your mining laser, and as the description suggests, it is purely for combat. Never ever use it for mining. The plasma grenade launcher suggests that it's good at both mining and combat, when in reality it's good as more of a survival utility tool. Whilst it's good at ground level excavation, the grenade launcher is not really good at tearing down resources, as the basic mining laser is considerably better and more energy efficient. So what is it good for? So, say you're stuck out in the sticks miles away from your ship and a huge storm hits. As long as the resource you're mining is a large chunk, you can fire a grenade or two at it and hollow out a makeshift cave. When you go into this cave, you'll be counted as in shelter by the game. This means that all severe drains on your life support and hazard protection systems will be alleviated, and you'll be able to wait out the storm safely. Let's go back to that mining laser. It's charged with isotopes and runs on a simple overheat mechanic. Keep that fire button held back too long, and your gun will overheat and become unusable until the heat meter is drained to zero, which doesn't take that long. However, this can be easily avoided with one simple method. Mine with your laser until the bar starts to flash red, indicating that overheating is imminent. Release the trigger briefly until the bar starts to drop, and then immediately begin to mine again. Even if the bar is still very close to overheat, as long as it's dropping, it will reset straight back to zero, thus increasing your mining speed and efficiency. Also, if you have cooldown modifications on your multi-tool, this also helps in your efficiency. Let's talk about some basic resources, namely isotopes. Plutonium is plentiful in the early game, as is carbon. However, one of the best isotopes in the game is Thanium-9, which can be used to charge most things apart from plutonium or carbon specific items. Thanium-9 can be found sparsely in the early game on red flowers littered around the planets, but it's plentiful elsewhere. Hop into your spaceship and enter the dark void of space. Here you'll encounter both large and small asteroids. Whilst large asteroids can hold anything from iron to iridium and everything in between, the smaller asteroids will always be made up of Thanium-9. They require a couple of shots to destroy and will reward you a decent amount of that oh so precious fuel. Let's talk about dogfighting. If you have a phase beam attached to your ship, an early game upgrade, dogfights become much easier. If you're using the standard photon cannon, you have to lead your shots greatly. However, if you have the phase beam, you can easily rinse enemy ships. Press your fire mode switch button, the same button you press to switch to your bolt caster on your multi-tool, and it will change to the phase beam. Line up your target with the centre of your reticule, it will flash red if you're in target range, and tap fire. The beam will automatically hit your target. You will require multiple hits, but it will be much easier than connecting with your photon cannon. Finally, another tip for dogfighting is, if you're out of your depth, or you don't have a phase beam, boost yourself into the atmosphere of the nearest planet and hug the ground. Enemy AI like to take wide flanks in space, and being that close to the ground seems to fuck up with their AI a little bit, meaning they can only fire at you when they're coming for a head-on strafing run, making it much easier to connect your shots. Hopefully these beginner tips for No Man's Sky help all you intrepid explorers in your search for aliens, planets, and of course, dank loot. Let me know if you'd like more stuff like this. I'm really enjoying No Man's Sky at the moment and wouldn't mind creating some more content for it. Drop a like if you have enjoyed and don't forget to subscribe to keep up to date with my streams and video content for various other games such as Overwatch, Rainbow Six Siege, Fallout 4, Black Ops 3 Zombies, and of course, No Man's Sky. Thanks again for watching, see you in the next one.